kind of barren, but there is a little bit of rocky outcrop being shown. Not too much of snow there, so there's a little bit more downside. They're going to be feeling warm. They're going to be throwing away their parkas, but in the circle, and as we've seen quite often, XP, if it decides to screw over a lot of these players, it's going to be a mass exodus up north.
Well, we're going to have a look and see whether it's going to be up north or whether we're going to have a little bit of a water circle over here. And I think it is going to be something like a bit of both. Let's have a look and see. I'm just waiting for the zone to form. Is it going to be in water? Is it going to be up north? I mean, Blay, I think it is going to be up north, and it is going to be in water. Oh,
yes,
my goodness. So I'm going to, we're sharing the credit over here, right? You got half, I got half, boom. Please, please. I mean, just
50% water up north. This is what we want to see. There's no one in the circle. There is not a single person yet in the circle. Although I say that, and Clutch God is, like you said, he took his own chartered plane. It's like, yeah, I'm heading over this straight to its Cosmodrome. And unfortunately for you, though, there's no Dino Park, so you can't take out a pterodactyl and just show that around.
Production, please throw this dog a bone. Just let's have a little bit of a camera panning through the Dino Park, and, I can spot out all the different dinosaurs for you. I have a lot of extensive knowledge, and as a kid, of course, I used to walk around like a T-Rex, tuck your arms in, make those noises, walk on, It was, I'm a weird guy.
We're
anyway,
all weird people.
Coming back to the game, of course, the circle, the zone is going to be up north, and by the looks of it, TSM Entity, of course, these boys are going to be calling Cosmodrome their home, so not a lot of movement on their part. And if you have a look, Orange Rock just to the west of Mount Kresnich. So again, Orange Rock, they're synonymous with the zone holding. But what is standing out for me is Team Extreme and Deadeye's guy way down to the south over there. Yeah. They have a lot of driving to do.
They have a lot of driving to do, and that is where, to put it very bluntly and very grotesquely, crap goes down. So yeah, it's not. I didn't say the S word, but I want to point out one thing though. The one thing we noticed was how TSM and Orange Rock, they prioritize the zone instantly, and you can clearly see that that's a great idea, because you got to bear in mind that since the circle is so very tiny, no matter where the second or the third is going to be heading towards, you still have a very high chance of being in the safe zone, right? So a port right now is completely barren. There's no one there. And I do say that, but we see Oaze from Fnatic heading towards that particular position. But Ash is so far away. Now, luckily, there's no one in his vicinity yet. But if he does want to catch up with Oaze, he has to go through a couple of teams. One team's name is Orange Rock. The other one's called Godlike. And, this is looking rough.
I think
Godlike are on top. Godlike are on top of Oaze, and it's all by his lonesome. And he's trying his best to stay alive here. They don't really have much loot. This is ridiculous. What is going on?
Get a knock over here. I wonder if he has a weapon. He definitely hears the enemy. Oaze is coming in for existence. They are going to be running around the rock, and he does not have a weapon. Oaze gets the first knock, and Godlike right off the bat are down one member. Gil on low HP, and the other members of Fnatic are going to be moving in as well. But Oaze is holding his ground. He's like, you know what? I am going to be leading from the front, and I can pack quite a punch getting that first shot. He's like, no, Zabawa is ours. Be gone, intruders.
More like, I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me.
Oh, damn.
He just went full Rorschach on the members of Godlike. Godlike probably like, there's just one guy, guys, we got him. And always, that's what he thinks. And unfortunate end there for one of the players of Godlike. And they have been struggling, man. For the past couple of games have been quiet. And that third position they had, we spoke about how Synergy are in third place, but we were like, Godlike have way more games to play. But if they keep kind of crapping away their games, like their opportunities like this, that's going to be Synergy managing to establish, or rather fortify, their position in the third place.
Since obviously we have the mini-map on view for us, which I'm sure is going to be up on our screens shortly, a lot of migration happening up north. I do see a couple of other teams joining the fray, and oh my goodness, Blair, we were just talking about Team Extreme, right? How they were probably the southernmost team. They're in the zone, right? They are dead smack center in the zone right now.
How did they? Come up. It's incredible. It's like an albatross flying across during their migration season or something.
I mean, obviously,
is that a sound? That sounds like a crow.
I know. You're not. People watching might not know that. God, you gotta call me out. I mean, maybe somebody please
don't stop making sound effects. I think
voices right now. I'm gonna keep
that adds.
It's all good.
Please
At least
do
I'm not doing the rat-tat-tat-tat-tat right now. So, we'll do that when the time comes. And Ronak does have the rat-tat-tat-tat gun right now with that AK. Slow rate of fire, high damage, just the way I like it. But what's kind of weird is, of course, he's wearing that mummy set because it is weekendy. I like the way these guys pick their dresses for different maps because, you got a lot of snow around. And if you see a white mummy lying in the snow, it's pretty much a ghillie suit for you, isn't it?
You know what's also terrifying? Seeing a white pink unicorn running up at you with a M16. I would poop my pants. I would poop my pants if I saw a unicorn running at me in the snow. Like, can you imagine? With a gun, especially. Can you imagine? You're just walking around the snow, like, all right, it's a military-based game. We're wearing a helmet, and suddenly a guy with a unicorn comes and wipes your team out. That is how terrifying Oasis. And maybe that's what Godlike saw. They're like, all right, there's a member there. Oh, that's a unicorn.
And it's like, oh, look what a pretty unicorn. And suddenly the unicorn just grows fangs and pokes you with that horn up top. And
have you watched Cabin in the Woods?
Have I watched it? No, I haven't.
Forget
that. Dynamite! Pan the camera to the left. Pan the camera to the left. Dead. Look to your left. Come on, we just saw a couple of dinosaurs, mate. You gotta show us. You gotta keep us happy. No, and I've lost my opportunity. But Dead with 55 kills. This guy has been on a rampage.
You have an opportunity before we come to our cameras later on. You can go get a pterodactyl. You can get a T-Rex, and you can just keep them in front of you. I'd like to see that pterodactyl up close. It looks phenomenal. But yeah, Synergy coming in second. Unfortunately, previous game they would definitely be looking to get another chicken dinner because bear in mind every game they're playing here alongside Godlike is an opportunity for them to reduce the gap between them and the top two teams and also kind of get the lead onto Godlike. Because if Godlike starts waking up, Synergy's position in third place is going to get very shaky at best. But right now, though, I'm a little surprised considering the mass exodus we saw taking place from all the teams down south up north. Hasn't really been any skirmishes yet so far. We've only seen the one casualty on the side of Godlike, which always got. Apart from that, it has been comparatively quite peaceful at the moment.
See, even though all the teams are in really close proximity to one another, the thing is they're going to be holding their positions, and as soon as the next zone changes and when they have to do those draw stick shits, we are going to see some action. But hold your words, because we are going to see some action right now. Smoke being deployed by Mr. Hyozu. Good. I mean, whether he wanted to be a grenade, forget that. Ash gets the knock on him, and that is going to be the end of his game. Always coming in with that G36C, finishing the deal. And Shagar up here, knowing that he lost a member, is going to be looking on a little helpless. He is going to try and pop those tires, make sure that they can, halt Fnatic's progress into the next zone. But I'm sure they have a lot of vehicles, but they are going in. Elementrix not shying away from a fight over here, Blay.
They are not. And Team Extreme, like you said earlier, now TSM, they smell the blood in the snow. The red on the white, caking them, and they are looking in. What are you doing, Neo? All right, just runs on it. He's like, all right. He's like, I'm done with this. Hold my beer. I'm pushing in. He spots out a player, rattling up bullets, keeping the three members inside the house. They're trapped inside of that place, and the nades are going to come sailing in. And Neo just being such a force all by his lonesome. A clutch card has been knocked down. So Neo, he knows there's a player waiting across, and he's going to get shot from above. It's Kazi. They were unaware of his position, and TSM Entity, they might have probably got a little too over-eager here. Two members down already, and TSM Entity, they're pushing in Kazi. Now Kazi, in this time, this is an opportunity for the members of Team Extreme to get the 2 kills on the player, but it's going to be Kazi getting taken down by Jonathan. Demon replies back onto Neo, and this is looking very rough indeed. Neo has been taken out. Jonathan with the AK-47 is going to spray one down, looking for the second kill as well. Won't quite get the knock, and it's 1 player standing and 2 for TSM. Still looking for the player is Jonathan. He hears a player to his right. He knows where he is as Demon trying his desperate best to stay alive. Jonathan going in for the hunt, and he's going to go for the spray, gets the kill, and with that, Team Extreme will have to kiss their hopes goodnight for this particular game.
The one guy who pushed in further, Neo, has been eliminated. That is going to be quite a blow for them, but a little impatient, maybe. Had Neo and Clutch God gone in together, they would have actually got the job done. But TSM's woes are still not over because the Celts have arrived and they are going to be trying and put some pressure on them. Jonathan in the crosshairs of, I think he's going to keep an eye out on that window. Meanwhile, Ash Gamer is trying to go in, get the job done. He spots the enemy. He should have shot over here. He had a wonderful opportunity, but he does get Clutch squad right towards the end. Of course, Clutch squad on a sliver of HP. That is going to be a good outing for Ash Gamer. Elsewhere, we have Scout OP, who just took down a member of Godlike. We're going to come to that fight in a second. Hastar goes down as well. So Fnatic is going up against Godlike, while TSM Entity are fending off an attack by the Cells. And this grenade can actually be devastating. Is that going to connect? Oh, boom. No boom. There is no boom. I repeat, no boom. That grenade did not connect. Zygon is still alive and kicking. Meanwhile, Godlike getting eliminated. Their journey has been a bit dismal so far.
Yeah, very dismal, in fact. And now Zygon's all by his lonesome. Jonathan has opted to abandon his teammate, and I think, all things considered, that's a good decision. We know Jonathan can hold off everyone all by his lonesome, and Zygon's doing his very best to keep them alive, and he's not quite done yet, mind you. This guy has 59 kills at the moment. He is a one-man army. And Cells, if they want to take him down, they're going to have to take a lot of pain as well. The circle's shrinking in, and we're going to see the new zone. Not much of a change here. Almost everyone's still in the safe zone, apart from Team Hype. And a lot of the circle's still in the water. Now, Zygon, this is basically a game of trying to stay alive for as long as possible. How can he hold on? 60 kills to his name, the third highest fragger on the overall kill leaderboard. But this might be, XP, a little bit too much to ask of the man. And there you have it. Atunki's had enough of it, and they come pushing him, and they're going to completely, utterly dismantle him limb from limb. And looking for the other one as well. But Jonathan, he has left. He has flown the coop. He's left, and he's gone far, far away from where the action is. And he's going to be making camp here in this cluster of rocks where I doubt anyone's going to find him for quite a while. He's even got an angel wings on. Hi, camera. And we're back now again. That's an unfortunate...
Talk about flown the coop. I mean, he does have wings, so I think that definitely helps with his agility. And he's going to be perched up between rocks right now. And, well, I mean, it was kind of nice seeing us right now. My face is, of course, glued to the screen. But it's fun. Fnatic, of course, they're getting that squad wipe on Godlike a little earlier. That is going to be, a big... morale booster for them of sorts. But on top over here, he does have a location on Scout OP, and he's got to be careful because 3 members are on the right side from where he's lying down right now. Scout desperately trying to get the position on the enemy. Powerhouse is going to be playing a little bit of a part over here as well. But wait a second. Is he going to get the knock, or is Scout going to react a bit quicker? Ooh, that could have gone either way because Zontop obviously had the element of surprise. But Scout, you cannot put this boy aside. I mean, this guy, he got out of the vehicle, aimed, shot, got the knock, and forget that. Meanwhile, his team is getting decimated. Play Ash and Ronak have, I do believe, succumbed to their injuries. Fnatic down to 2 members.
They're down to 2 members, and it's all down to Oasis. He needs to get the res onto Ash, but I don't think he's going to have the time. He's going to be pushing up, but the res is coming in. I like what Powerhouse are doing. They're not going in for the kill yet. They're, in fact, teaming up together to take this fight. Now, it's all on Oasis. He's got that automatic Kalashnikov. He's got a Molotov. He's going to be tossing it in. Now, he's got a little bit of time to go for the res, but he's making sure that he keeps them at bay, puts a fear of God onto them, and he's putting in a lot of damage. In fact, now the res is going to be coming in, and it should come in time, though. Iconic playing a little bit away. He's got eyes. He's playing the recon role, and we have Scout coming in as well, trying to bolster the Fnatic defense, but they are a man down, and this team fight could get rough indeed. There's another team in the vicinity somewhere scouting things out, figuring out what's going on there. But this is looking rough here. Jonathan, he hears all the noise, but he's like, yeah, I'm taking no part in that, fam. No way am I taking part.
You never know. He might just pull off another major upset like he did yesterday. The last man standing in Sanhok. We're going to have to wait and watch if he pulls that off out of his hat again. But, Powerhouse could have kind of pushed up. Of course, they were oblivious to the fact that there was only 1 member of Fnatic over there at the time. But look at that smoke screen. And through the smoke screen, the ninjas in orange and black might just push forward and deliver some hurt on Powerhouse. In the background, we have the Cells. They're chilling. Jonathan, of course, is going to be like, you know what, you guys fight it out. I'll catch up with you later. But Iconic is in a good position, but that smoke screen is going to blind him. Meanwhile, Austin X gets a Molotov knock on a member. I do believe that was Surya, if I'm not wrong.
It was
we're going to concentrate right over here. Now, Scout OP, he's got another wonderful angle, trying to be on the little bit of a right flank as compared to their earlier position, but Molotovs being thrown all around. They have their work out, and any second now, we are going to have an attack, and it's not them who is attacking. Powerhouse is powering through. They are going to try and get something out of this game. Iconic has to cover his teammates from the other end. Nova King goes down. Ash gets a knock on PH Stark, and this is going to be devastating. Zebra has gone down as well. Iconic. Can he pull off something iconic over here, Blair?
This is where he doesn't go for the trade. Don't go for the trade. Just fine. Your teammates are down. Just play for the position. Do a Jonathan right now. Because Powerhouse, they went for that fight. They got completely, utterly spanked out of the server. Fnatic. There was a 3v3 because Iconic was far away. Actually, it was a 4v3 because Iconic had his eyes, but he was not able to do anything. A Synergy, they're down to one man standing. It's all on Ted, and it's got a lot of work to do. The thing is, for Marcus Gaming, Max Cash is far in the distance. I don't think he's really going to be going in for the kill. Smoke's going to be coming in for his teammates with Synergy to go for the rest. In fact, I take that back. Synergy do have 2 still standing, and a wall of Smoke's being deployed. Now, Max Cash, this is a guy who loves going for the kills, and he might just be pushing in to at least get a couple of kills on his 2 plays he's knocked on down. However, I like what Ted's doing here. Tossing in the smoke, getting the high ground on top of the tent, trying to find something. Also, there's a very solid tent. The fact that the fabric's not giving away to Ted standing on top of it. Just want to point that out. As Austin's down as well. He's got to go for the res. And look at it. Iconic. He's actually going to get a knock on Oasis. The fight's still going on over there, but Iconic's position has been compromised, and they should be going in for the kill here. Now, this is rough here. There's so much of information being conveyed by Shadow, and with that, Ted realizes what's happening. He takes him down, and with that, I do believe it's only Max Cash left in a 1v4, and he's trying to spot him out, and it's going to be the knocks coming in, and Max Cash will be finished off by Ted. A heroic show off by Ted, but look at how low they are. Do they have time? No.
And boom, they got it. They got both the revives. Synergy is going to be a team that is going to still remain whole with 4 kills.
Strider.
Knocking out Marcus Gaming. That is going to be a major blow to the lads from Marcus Gaming. But what a game. I mean, the way we're talking about, relaying information, that last information given out that Max Gosh is probably like, he's in front of me, the tree in front of me, shoot. And those shots just came in and they got the knock in the finish. Brilliant work by them. But meanwhile, I do believe Iconic took another knock over here. He is not giving up. He is fending off a pack of wolves, as we like calling Fnatic. We come from Coyotes. We are now upgrading to wolves, but he is going to keep that fight still going on. Scout has been denied entry to the first floor, courtesy that Molotov, and he is on fire. Is he going to get the job done? And he does, and Scout will get the knock on Iconic. I thought it is going to be something out of a movie. Maybe he's going to jump and get the shot, but Scout, I mean, that man was on fire figuratively and literally in it.
Yeah, he absolutely was. He tried his best to pull off a Liam Neeson, but in the end, it was not to be. Fnatic, I don't know. I feel like they should have been knocked out a while ago, but somehow, with the bloody battered fingernails, they cling on a precipice and they survive. Now, they just have 2 members surviving, though, but considering we are entering the end game, well, not yet the end game, but this circle, the next one is definitely going to be the end game. They should be feeling a little comfortable. Orange Rock yet have to take a single fight. They're looking very comfortable right in Zababa. And the circle's going to be closing and just waiting. The Snack's getting tagged quite badly. He doesn't have to take this fight. He's going to heal himself as you wait for the circle to close in. The blue zone going to dictate where the next safe zone is going to be. And it is going to be, I believe, I'm just going to say, it's still going to be a little bit of water, but much better than the first 2 ones.
Right.
It's pretty decent. A lot of land area inside of the safe zone, coal mine especially. It's going to allow a little bit of freedom for the teams to kind of spread out a little bit more thin. And perhaps for this circle, at least, we might not be seeing too many fights taking place.
And I only see one team out of the zone right now. That is Dead Eyes Guy. They'll make their way in. They might have some opposition in the form of Team Cells, who are currently engaged with Team IND. Now, IND. These boys, they were one of the teams that we kept saying are super consistent. But the last couple of days have been kind of lackluster from them. And, I'm sure their fans are going to be egging them on to, up their game a little bit and showcase some godlike maneuvers over here, because like I said, individually, all the boys who are playing this tournament, this Pmpl, the Pro League, are some of the best. Well, they are the best in the country, and it's just working as a unit. I think that synergy is what is required. And talking about synergy, we do have the top damage dealers thus far, and it looks like Oasis is on top with already 1,097 points of damage. He is on fire. Started off early with that little skirmish in Zabava against Existence, getting that knock, and he hasn't stopped ever since. But now he has his sights set on the big dogs.
Look at Mavi.
Trying to get in. I mean, see, he is going to be up top on the right, trying to give as much information as he can, trying to relay on information. But it is kind of like a risky maneuver as well, because if he gets pushed by the boys from Megastars, who are currently just to the southeast of his position, that can be devastating. I'm sure he has an idea of where Fnatic is, but does he know that there's another enemy lurking by in the form of Megastars just below him? I mean, we're going to find out soon, aren't we?
Listen, XP, I don't want to jinx anything. You remember have 4 alive, yeah, and
you jinxed it already. That's it. It's done.
Okay, I might have jinxed them, but here's the thing. I smell a potential hat trick.
Well, I mean, we did see something happen earlier. You do smell quite a few things, but sometimes it can fizzle out at the end. Remember, I do believe we still have Jonathan in the line for TSM Entity, and he's also a guy.
Listen, man, if he clutches another, like, 1v3 or something ridiculous like that, I'm out of here. I'm like, yeah, that's it. That's enough. Like, you can't. That's illegal. That shouldn't be allowed. You're allowed one clutch like that in a tournament. We do see the circle, by the way, the next one coming in the right-hand side, and still a little bit in the water, but it's looking a little rough right now. But speaking of looking good, Team IND and Celts are in great positions. They're in the periphery of the circle. TSM, Jonathan is smack in the center underneath the bridge. He's right now cosplaying a troll under the bridge, and he will be asking for the toll money if you do cross on over. Synergy are going to be going for a little bit of a run across. They know that Megastars are nearby, so they're not going to really be over eager like that. There's no need to go for such a high risk maneuver pushing in. They found this little bit of a compound, a little bit of a house, and they have cover and are in the zone as well. And always doesn't give a damn that it's only down to him and one of his compatriots, that is Scout. They're still going to be looking for the kills. As Charla now down in the ground. Has been knocked down though, taking a bit of damage, and Oasis knows that the second player is as well. He's going to quickly reposition himself. Actually, no, it's going to be Scout repositioning himself, and they're going to be trying to prevent Gunnar from helping his teammate for the time being.
Not only was Tala taking damage from Fnatic, I think we do have a member of Elementrix who was trying to rain down some lead in this direction. That is going to be interesting. Oh, that's a good Molotov. That is a good Molotov, but Illusion gets off on the other side of the vehicle. Celts are under attack right now. They do get a knock on Monk. Monk is down. Some more Molotovs are going to be thrown in the building. Are people going to burn inside? We are going to have to wait and find out, because Ultron and Rox are holding off the attack. That is by Dead Eyes Guy. Now, Dead Eyes Guy, they've got to be quick on their feet right now, because Ultron and Rox, the way they are positioned in between the two compounds, are going to be the filters. They're going to be the buffer that is going to stop this initial attack. Meanwhile, Atanki does pick up his teammate Ash Gamer, so that's going to give them plenty of time to revive themselves and replenish their HPs. But Illusion with that grenade, is it going to be damaging? It is not. Oh my goodness, vehicles exploding all around. Now, DE, this is what I'm talking about. They need to move, because if they get clumped in behind that wall, a couple of well-timed Molotovs and well-timed grenades can actually be devastating. So I wonder if they are going to go in for the kill. Meanwhile, now since the members have been picked up, since Ash Gamer has been picked up, Ultron and Rox are going to move back to the main house, the one with the first story up top, and well, I guess it's a waiting game now. Now it's I don't know. I think Dead Eyes Guy definitely had an opening.
They both need to move
whether
now.
they took it or not is
hold on. Gunnar just destroyed a vehicle and took down 2 players in the meantime. But now both the teams realize, XP, that they have to make a move. Celts decide, do they take the fight or do they just fall back to the circle and gatekeep that so the Dead Eyes guys are not able to enter the safe zone is the question. But what they're worried about at the moment is the fact that if they do that, if they relinquish control of this house, that means Dead Eyes guy will have a superior positioning and they can potentially take them down. And now Dead Eyes, they push up into the smaller house. Meanwhile, Viru is going to knock down Encore. Viru finishing off Encore from Megastars. And this stalemate, this is a battle against time, XP. One of these teams needs to win this, or it's going to get very rough indeed for both.
Always just going to knock on Mavi. So Orange Rock is picking a fight with Megastars at one end and Fnatic at the other. Meanwhile, the boys from Cell, they can't really move to the vehicle since they are clearly in the crosshairs of Dead Eyes Guy. I'm pretty sure they're going to try and fence them off, but they have to make a move right now. And I do believe Monk took a few shots. Atanki trying to lay down some lead indoors, trying to just rattle all the furniture around, trying to just, make these boys come out. Because again, it is a race against the clock right now. 17 seconds, make that 15 till the zone starts moving. Now, Celts are in a better position, but wait a second. It is not Celts who got that knock. IND Slayer from somewhere gets that knock, and Vadu is going to capitalize on the situation. Goes in, gets a knock on Rox, gets a rock on Atanki, and oh my goodness, it's pandemonium, because now we have 4 squads trying to battle it out essentially at the same place.
Yeah, and Ultron and Ash Gamer, they need to make something happen. Ash Gamer is going to be pushing in, and it's going to be Ultron from above, and Ash from below finds him, and Wadu gets sandwiched, and he's going to pre-fire on the corner, but the player comes out. The timing is atrocious. Ash somehow stays alive, though. It's a 1v2, and it's on the final player remaining standing with a side of Deadeye's guy. It is Wadu's turn, and he's got to go massive here. He's going to toss in a smoke to try and help his teammates out, but everyone's on the ground. Everyone's on the ground. Everyone's kneeling. Blood spilling out, and it's all an Ash Gamer here pushing in, trying to get the knock. If he gets it, he's going to get the wipe. Deadeye's guy get demolished just with the one kill as Ash Gamer coming in clutch, massively clutch for Celts, and they will stay alive. However, the amount of noise they've made, that's drawn in all the wolves. They smell the blood in the snow. They smell the blood in the houses. The Synergy is going to get dropped as well as Orange Rock knocks out Synergy Gaming from the server.
However, I think the Celts have a little bit of breathing space right now because IND have actually moved out of the position and they are going to find themselves in a fight with Megastars. They are pushing in with all their might. They know that 2 members of Megastars are alive, but that is Rexy and Swag, and both these boys can do a lot of damage. The Molotov being thrown down here. IND's Trance getting shot at from Mumbai Esports on the other end. They have got to be careful. Rexy and Swag are going to wait for the enemy to come in. Smokes being deployed all around them, trying to make sure that they cover their footsteps as much as they can. But Slayer might actually get an angle on them and a little bit of rapid fire.
What?
Into the smoke. Of course, the smoke, the sound sense is what is helping him out right now. IND gets knocked out. Mega Vexy gets knocked out in turn by Kratos. This is going to be a bit of a pickle because Kratos does have to pick his teammate up, but UME are moving in as well. But their attack is kind of thwarted right now, courtesy of Orange Rock's Viru. So Swag is the last member standing up against IND, and mind you, we still have 1 minute for the zone to move in. Meanwhile, elsewhere, Team Hype getting eliminated out of this game. And if I do believe, Jonathan is opening up on Jean Mara, getting a knock and a finish on Sonim and Gunner. But Sonim's skill is taken by Snacks.
But he's still alive, and they're scared. They're scared to face him because we all know who this guy is. It's going to come pre-fire on the Cobra AK-47, has to go for the reload, and that's going to be it for Jonathan, but not before he gets a few knocks for his team, and that's going to be TSM Energy getting eliminated in 8th position with 5 kills to their name. But it's going to come down here. Mumba on 2, Celts with 6 points, Orange Rock all 4 alive, the only team with 4 members alive here, and Kratos on top of that hill. The problem is for Kratos, he's all by his lonesome, and he knows there's a player nearby, but he's completely unaware that the final member of Megastar just roaming around on the edge right next to him. That's Swag. How is Swag still alive? I have no idea.
I really love this zone right now. We are going to be fighting over a frozen river. And Swag, I wonder if he deployed that smoke, because if he didn't, Team IND can be a bit oblivious of his position. I think Kratos does have an idea. The God of War does know that there is an enemy nearby, but they can't push. They can't push right now because look at how UME, I mean, they have made it to the top right now. We have 7 teams left, 18 people alive. IND now with 4 members. Orange Rock losing 1 in a little bit of a skirmish towards the west side of the zone. But Fnatic, boy oh boy, are Fnatic on fire. Oh my goodness, no. The moment he gets out of the vehicle, Celts Rocks gets a knock on Slayer, and I do believe that was Snacks as well. That is going to be devastating. Meanwhile, John Mara is putting down a world of pain on, I mean, I was going to say this right now, Fnatic getting eliminated in 7th position, 10 kills to their names, and this is something interesting. Kratos, look at the way he's actually moved up. Swag is still alive. He is still alive, and in fact, IND are going to bow out before Megastars.
How did that even happen? How is he alive? Oh. How is he alive as Ultron? Now finally gets taken down as Ultron's going to get a knock, and bear in mind, Ultron still have 3 players. Celts has 3 players still in the running. Orange Rock down to 3, Yumoba down to 3, 1 on his knees, and John Mara 1 player alive. Now Orange Rock Daljeet, look at his man out in the open. The streets are mine, he says out loud, and he has the guns as well to make it happen. They are in the zone. Actually, no, they're not.
Wait a second. Have a look at the last member from John Mara. He is still out of the zone. I don't think he's going to make it in. But they do have the high ground over there. But remember, they have to traverse a little bit down slope because that is where the zone is. They have to move into the zone about 15 meters out from the zone, which is going to give Celts actually a really good spot because right now the zone has shifted. They are in prime property. That is the hot spot. That is where you want
that little cluster of rocks.
You have plenty of rocks for cover, absolutely, and Orange Rock won't have to move in. Meanwhile, do not count out Mumba. We are down to the last 3 teams. Ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be Orange Rock versus the Celts versus Mumba. Now, I'm sure you guys are going to be used to seeing Orange Rock in these situations, but I wonder what Celts and UME are going to bring to the table.
The thing is, there is a small little cluster of rocks between. That knock actually was by rocks. He's going to spot them out. Mumba are getting destroyed. But with this as information conveyed, that's an opportunity. They're getting exposed. This is an opportunity right now for Orange Rock to push on in. Bhishma, the last man alive, and look at the play. Look at the play coming in from Orange Rock. They're pushing in, using the smoke and the Molotovs, raining it in on the Celts. And Celts, their positions have been compromised. And actually now, Orange Rock, they actually have the high ground advantage. And look at Mavi from above, looking to deliver death and deliverance. And Bhishma's still alive, mind you. And Orange Rock can get taken out by Bhishma if he times it right. Mavi getting hungry. Vampire from above, looking for the kill onto Rocks, but somehow nothing happening yet. Ash Gamer Ultron trying to best to stay alive. Rocks has actually got the resin, has actually got his health intact, but from above it's going to be Vampire, goes for the spray, gets a knockdown, and he doesn't take too much of damage, and Celts are getting hammered, brutalized, murdered by Orange Rock as Vampire's going to knock him down. One member remains. That's a team wipe coming in. That's it. It's all on Bhishma in a 1v3, and Orange Rock, they might have done it, ladies and gentlemen. They're again in the zone, and they might have got the goddamn hat-trick.
They've got the hat-trick. Bhishma is going to move in. Is he going to make it? Diabetes Lord, he gets spotted, and he gets shot out. Orange Rock, winner, chicken dinner. Forget the fact that they have 9 freaking chicken dinners played. They just got the hat-trick. Last game, they won. The first game, oh my goodness, I'm just, wow. We have broken all records over here. Again, they broke the records with the highest points. They broke the records with the highest number of chicken dinners play.